That, how would you describe your experience with Emmanuel?
It was surprising and incredibly helpful, maybe almost like magical and otherworldly for me, because I had a problem. I went to the Western medical community for a few years, and there was no solution. And within about 24 hours, the thing that was the major problem for me was resolved.
Right.
But then, of course, the reason why it was happening had to be addressed, and I had to take responsibility for that. And Emmanuel was very gentle, yet directive in terms of what needed to happen for me to change the things I could have that I had control over, so I could heal and stay healthy.
How would you say your life differs from how it was before meeting Emmanuel?
How my life differs
to now?
Yeah, from before. Before I was not honest with myself, and it was causing major, it was health problems and personal problems and work problems. And so I feel like I've gone from being like sick and lonely and feeling hopeless to now feeling so grateful and full of love and joyful and healthy and physically healthy. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so seeking out Emmanuel's help. The work is incredible, and it's efficient, and it's beautiful, but you have to be willing to take responsibility for things that you have control over. And he will make recommendations of what you need to do, and it's so important that you're willing to look at yourself and be honest with maybe where you are contributing to the challenges that are arising. So it's that personal responsibility. But I have to say, my experience, though it was fast and intense, Emmanuel was incredibly kind and gentle with me in the ways that I needed it, so I could face it. I wasn't alone facing the challenge. He was right there with me, but I still had to take responsibility. And I thought at times that to go from where I was to where I am now was impossible. I didn't think I could go from where I was to a place of health and joy and a full heart. But here I am, so I'm incredibly grateful with him. One thing you should know about work with Emmanuel is that he's a sound healer. He does chanting, but I have found that my conversations with him before and after the chanting have been more helpful than any therapist I've ever worked with. He gets right to it, and through story and through discussing directly issues, I've had insight after insight that are remarkable. And so you should expect both some talking and some chanting, and it varies based on what he thinks is what you need. And I would just say, trust that.